Like what you got going on, man, and I like your setup too. I was just telling my partner, I said, man, that's a nice ass setup to have in the backyard where you could do what you want to do. Oh yeah, man, that's what's up, man. Yeah, you familiar with my channel and stuff?
Oh yeah, I follow you all day.
And I sure appreciate that, man.
Oh, yeah,
Let me know what you got going on with this.
This is my partner, 85.
Making hits with Lakeith, good grief.
Yeah, man, like I told y'all, man, I'm fresh off work. I done came over here and got 2 fire-ass interviews, let y'all see it. But right now, we pulling up to the shop that's responsible for a lot of these works over here. I'm on Bayou Gula, Louisiana, man. I'm about to let y'all get a little taste of what they got going on back here, man. The interview's about to drop, and y'all gonna see what's going on. But, man, they working out here. Yeah, y'all already gonna see that right there. Like an LS going in this thing here. Let LS work. Man, let the people know, man. Let YouTube know, man, what you got going on, man. What's happening with you, man?
Yeah, what up?
I know I got you kind of busy, man.
Oh, yeah.
Man, let the people know your information, where you located, how they can reach you, what you got, and what all you do up back here, too.
Oh, we cut this all right quick. My shop name ChevyBoy Kustoms. You can reach me at 57185. That's my address, Bayou Gula, Louisiana. Hey man, look, just a one-stop shop. That's what we trying to reach, you know. Basically doing LS swap, working on all the old cars, welding, towing, whatever it is, whatever they want to do, you know. So.
Right. You got an Instagram?
Yeah. King ChevyBoy 81 on Instagram. King ChevyBoy or Kendall Jermaine Jackson on Facebook. Either one.
Oh man, I see what you got. What kind of LS off in here, man?
It's a stroked out 418, built 5.3. They stroked it over to a 418. So, I mean, that's what's going on with that now.
Oh yeah, man. I like what you got going on, man. I did 2 interviews with some cars you were responsible for, man.
Oh yeah.
And man, I like what you got going on, man. And I like your setup too. I was just telling my partner, I said, man, that's a nice ass setup to have in the backyard where you could do what you want to do. Oh yeah, man, that's what's up, man. Yeah, you familiar with my channel and stuff?
Oh yeah, I follow you all day.
And I sure appreciate that, man.
Oh, yeah,
let me know what you got going on with this.
This is my partner, 85 Cutlass. He just had a little simple, basically checking his antifreeze, just checking his fluid, oil change, little knick-knack stuff like that.
Yeah, and keeping it running, huh?
Oh yeah, just getting it, you know, routine maintenance on all the old cars. That's me. I'm that guy. You know?
Yeah, the other interview I did, old dude said, man, if he can't get to me, I ain't rocking with nobody else.
Oh, yeah.
And it's good, like I told him, it's good to stick with one person because they know your car. You take it to somebody else, oh, they ain't do this right, or they ain't do that right, just making excuses to make your money, to make that money off you.
No, I ain't that type of person. I got nothing but love for old cars, bro. No bullshit. I just was telling Jake, Eric, that, man, there be times in the middle of the night, if it's something that I can't get, bro, I'll stop, go to sleep, take a shower, go to sleep, wake up in the middle of the night, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, jump up, come out my back door, and come out there, and it'll set on my brain, I figured it out, thought about it, come out here, jump on it, get it done. It don't matter, you know, like, that's why I did my shop in my backyard.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just about the love of the cause, bro, like, you got to have the love. Money gonna follow love all day long. Money gonna follow. I tell them all the time. That's what it's built off of. It ain't built off of trying to outdo the next person.
Right.
In my mind, I'm, you know, like I said, I'm just trying to just reach the top doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring on more people along with me doing this. Like, really, I got a dream. I want a 100 by 100 shop. That's what I'm shooting for.
Oh yeah, man, you gonna get it as long as you keep doing and keep that same mindset. You gonna get it. Oh, yeah. Like, see, because everybody trying to get somewhere. Even me picking up this camera, I'm trying to get somewhere too.
Yeah,
so
you doing your thing. You real shit. You doing your thing. I've been watching, been following, been checking y'all. My little brother now, he been delaying it, bro. Like for real. Till it was a good day when you could show up and see what was going on. I'll show you around. Like I got this 442 Cutlass. I swapped the intake, throttle body, new carburetor. Guy said he was having trouble with it. Yeah. Finally figured it out, got it laid out. He back up and going. Just a few more little nicks and necks, and it's back to the customer.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Man, what else you got going on? I see a few more things back there, man. That Chevelle, man. You gotta walk me around. Get me to that Chevelle, man.
That Chevelle, man, bro. It's long story. Long story. We'll be in the interview till next week. This car here, my ex-principal, when I went to school, it's his car. He let a couple of guys work on it. Then he came to me, he was like, dude, look, man, all the mechanics in this area, they vouch for you, bro. He was like, I can't do it because I done got old, but they vouching for you. He begged me for 6 months, man, when you gonna get to it? I said, fine, I'm gonna come get it. I snatched it up from him. The car didn't have no brakes. It's just a bunch of little nicks and crannies need to be done to it. The man put a turbo 350 transmission, 350 engine. What else? He got to the point, I got it back running for him. I told him I'd do the LS swap. He was like, man, look, just leave it here at your house till you ready to do the swap. So he gonna sell that engine there, and I'm gonna do an LS on this car here for him and get it all nice and neat.
Oh yeah, that's
looking like they're supposed to look, you know.
That's what you gonna want on this, like more modern. People be complaining and talking about, man, them LS a headache and this and that. But once you get that swap done, man, I really feel like it's worth it.
Nah, it is definitely worth it, bro. Hey, I'm one of the guys. I was a carburetor man. You know what I'm saying? Like I always loved my carburetor engines. I actually built the motor, bro. I can show it to you. 15 grand to this motor. I never heard it run. And one day, Daron LaPlace told me, he said, man, dude, LS swap your shit. I did one LS swap on accountability of them, and bro, it's been downhill from there. I swapped my C10 was my first LS swap. And I fell in love with it. I never even touched my 450, my 496 stroker. So I LS swapped that. I was gonna put the 496 in my car. Then I ended up falling in love again.
Oh, LS7? Oh, this is a true LS7?
It's not a true LS7, but it's in that family.
Well,
it's in that family.
This up and running? This running?
I will not disclose what's in this car. No reason at all.
Oh, I know.
I lied to him before I tell him what's in here. You can hear it run, that's it. On bass tune, that's all you need to hear. This is called billing, it's mine, it's my personal car.
Yeah.
I do not want to disclose what's going on with this car.
What year this Malibu is?
It's an 80 model now. Man, I really just took a liking to these cars in high school. basically like this is like one of my first loves. I ended up getting the 81 C10.
Yeah.
And I just went all the way through with this mug, and I'm gonna go all the way through.
Oh, you notched the frame and everything?
Everything done.
So
frame notch.
You ready for big lips on the back here, huh? Something?
I didn't even weld it all the way back in yet because I'm really thinking like a 14 wide, 24 wide, 24 by 15 under the back, 14 wide under the back of this mug.
Oh, so it don't make no sense to wheel it right now. You ain't sure what the specs are gonna be on it.
I'm still running it through my brain what I'm gonna do to it, just not, just yet. But yeah, I'm thinking some weird wheels on this mug here. Some offsets, I really don't even want to talk about this car. I swear I don't. I really don't even want.
Yeah, well, I will be back to get a full. When you finish with it, we're gonna do a whole interview on this thing.
Another thing I do the custom dash, the Dakota digital. I do the autometer dashes. I do them.
This the Holly one? Which one is this?
This the autometer dash. When you put the key back in, this the autometer.
Boy, that bitch clean.
It got like 4 different screens on it. Let's see. 4 different displays. Anybody want these here hooked up, I charge like anywhere from $5 to install them. It just depends on what vehicle is going in. Dakota digital, same thing. Prices start at $5 on them. Dashes. They got 4 different types of screens. And also,
I've been feeling so that fit like it fit the Cutlass and everything, huh?
Yeah, the Cutlass. They actually sell them with just the monitor, but they made actually for like the Monte Carlos and the Malibus, the El Caminos. But now I see them online. They selling them just the screen by itself, where you can modify it to fit like the Cutlass or any vehicle, basically any vehicle you want to put it in.
Right. That's the new thing. Like I think they're going away from with the digital. Well, that's a style of digital dash, but with them changing the monitors and changing that shit, I like that. I've been looking at that, but I was looking at the one from Holly and Holly don't support the 6L80 like with the Holly EFI system.
Right.
They don't, and that's what I'm running, a 6L80. So until they come, I want to do something like that with the Holly, do the whole Holly system, but they don't support my 6L80.
Oh yeah, you gotta get on there like I did. A lot of the stuff that I learned, I just got on the net. I started networking with different people, just asking questions. I got shot down, talk to them, just ask. Don't like. My principal always used to tell me, bro, I always think back to my past a lot. Ain't no stupid question if you don't ask one,
right.
So I ask. And I got a lot of answers from off the internet, real shit, like real. I really got a lot of answers. I got a lot of knowledge from the internet, along with the old school knowledge that I got from all the old school mechanics that inspired me to do what I'm doing right now today.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, man, I appreciate you, man, bringing me into your world, man.
Oh yeah, man. Anytime, man. Y'all in this area, stop by. I know everybody say I'm a long distance away.
Yeah.
Bayou ain't but 20 minutes for me to get to Baton Rouge.
Right.
Gonzales, about 30, 45 minutes, man. I'm in this area. We do towing. Me and my little brother know what we did was we bought a 3-car hauler. We trying to do the traveling out of town, picking up. Shouts out to Big Ree. I used to do all that going pick up cars out of town, right. Upstate and all that. So what me and my little brother and them did, we got together, we went and bought a 3-car hauler. Right now it's under construction with the lights and getting the sandblasted and painted, but near future we'll be doing that too. Also going hot shot, going to get cars from out of town or wherever you want to go get the vehicle from, an old school vehicle from, a new model, it don't matter. If you need to deliver something somewhere, pick it up, we into that business.
Oh yeah, man. See, that one thing about me picking up this camera doing the YouTube, I'm meeting a lot of people that's connecting, and then that's why I try to tell everybody, man, spit your stuff, give your information, let the people know what you do, man.
That's the game. That's the word now. Like really, if you don't get out there and network and get to know people, you'll never know. Like Cruising the Coast is one of the biggest events that I ever been to in my entire life, and like it's a good feeling when you walk on the coast amongst millions of people that's out there,
and
somebody walk up to you and say, "Hey, bro, you ChevyBoy Custom off Instagram or off Facebook."
Right,
man, that's a good feeling.
Man, see, I met him first in Memphis. Eric.
Eric. Okay,
I met him
that's what's
first.
up. And he right here from Baton Rouge.
That's what I'm saying. I met him first in Memphis.
Right. That's what's up.
So it's a lot of networking, man. And like I say, man, you shot your information out, man. I'm a
225-716-1016. That's my ChevyBoy custom business page, and I mean, personal number is 225-323-4222.
Right.
If you want to get in touch with me any kind of way, just hit me up on Instagram or Facebook, any one of them. I got like 3 different Facebook, all of them under my name. My Instagram, like I said, is under KingChevyBoy81.com. On there, I got internet. I just don't know them off the top of my head because I got a lot of stuff in my brain, you know. But
oh yeah, but they got that number. They hit you up. You could
you
send
come
them
to Bayagula, you run down the lane and ask for Jackson or Kendall or the guy that work on the old school. They're gonna point you in my direction. That's how my neighborhood is. We all grew up together. We all love one another, and that's what we do, you know. So
yeah, see, man, at first I was gonna put this video on to another one, but you got your own video now. You got your own video now.
We're gonna add more to it. We're gonna document. We're looking to do a documentary with you. You know, it's all brothers right here. Me, my little brother, all my friends, man. We lock in. We come here. Some days, I mean, we just get back here and have a barbecue. Get the kids, be out in the yard when the yard all nice and clean. We just get out here and have barbecues and just hang out, just mingle. You know, like. Hey, this is the kind of people we are, you know.
Ain't nothing like a barbecue with cars in the yard. Niggas sit up under that hood and talk about that shit all day.
We talk about that all day. Hey, this a man dream. This a man world right here. Old school cars, trucks, whatever it is, bro. That's what we do right here. Just this. I mean, we love this. This our love.
Yeah, man. I sure appreciate you though, man. For everybody tuning in, man, y'all hit that man up. Y'all ever in Bayagula, you looking for some work, come from out of town, travel. He gave his number, so man, y'all better hit him up. And like I say, for everybody who tuning in on this video, man, y'all subscribe, like, share, comment, man. Cutlass for us, and we out.
See that bitch was riding right there. I was like, man, fuck. I'm about to cut this bitch out. I got the Malibu, cut all that shit out of that bitch. So watch this here. I'm gonna go to my album, my photo album. This how I really got raw. It really got raw then. The average person, if they see this car, they wouldn't even think that I actually did all this to this car. This day one when I bought the car. That's when I bought the car. That was the small block 421 in that bitch. Elder Brock heads. These pictures of the car. This different shit. That's the motor right there. I'm telling you about that. I was gonna put it in the car. Went through all that. Just made out a list of different stuff that I needed. Got the motor running to the right spec. And when I got it running, it was one bad motherfucker.
And that's this motor.
That's this motor right here. Well, no, not this motor. It was
the other one, yeah.
The 421 I sold. So watch this. Let me show you something. Some old videos. It started getting serious. It started really getting serious. I put the IROCs just testing the water. I notched the frame, testing that with the wheels. She just started getting serious with the car. Getting the exhaust done, so watch. This car was a full-blown race car. If you look at this car, because somebody got another car look just like it, a clone. Look just exactly like every sticker and everything look just exactly like it. This my car. This is my personal car from the guy I bought it from, so watch. I start digging into it. I bought the LS. The night I told you it was sitting in it was storming raining.
Yeah.
We drug that mug up under the thing. I took all the front off like I told you, kicked the windshield out, and I found that the car was rotten. The whole front of the front of this car was rotten. Yeah. All that was rotten. In 3 days, I stripped the whole inside, stripped the whole car down. I'm just flipping through pictures. I stripped all the interior out. I ended up buying a car from a guy who had wrecked his Cutlass, or white Cutlass. I think it had a tan color top. I cut drilled all them holes out of it. I cut the whole front firewall. This how rusted that thing was. It was rusted out. I cut the whole front firewall out the car in 3 days. Shit started getting real. Floors, everything. It's just pictures of the inside, all the interior. I ripped all the interior out the car. Took all my interior to Vic over there in Baton Rouge. That's who did all my interior. Wrapped everything up, took everything to Vic. Dash, The console I bought from Eric, what his name is, Christian. Red, got the LS6 intake. By this time I had all the front peeled off. Still cutting that stuff away from the front of that mug. Cut all that out. All them pieces out. This me mocking it back in there. That was the piece that I cut out and put in the new piece I put in there that wasn't riding. All that was cut out the front of the car. Mind you, still raining, still soaking wet in the yard. And I was under the old building, I went in the new building.
Yeah.
So start welding everything up, putting it all together. Just like a video.
Whole firewall rusted in that vision.
Whole firewall. Well, I spot welded every weld back in that mug. Did all that. 3 days. Doing the motor and all at the same time. Then it got to the point of fitting the AC box back in because it never had an AC box in it. Seam sealing the bottom wherever I welded it at. Just sliding through that mug. Finally got the firewall back all in, painted up. I stripped the front all of it all, painted the front, Ronald line really the front of it.
Yeah.
Steering column came in, steering box because it never had power, real true power steering. It just had a manual power steering. Painted the frame, started painting the frame. The trunk of the car had a fuel cell in it.
That motherfucker gave you hell, huh?
3 days. I did all this. Floors.
You did all this in 3 days?
3 days on my own car. 3 days. It was on my head. I had to get it done. 3 days. Put it all back together. Set the motor, transmission, set all that in, just fitting everything.
So what all you got left now though?
Interior, really, basically interior. Basically just the interior left to do. AC line, hook up all that, hook up my electric fans and take it to the tune guy over in Baton Rouge. That's it. We done.
Shit, you make me want to go with that whole C5 setup in the front because them numbers they talking about for all that.
Man, bro, look.
All that that mid-mount kit and all that shit.
Hey, eBay, I pay like $150 for that. I get to do $50 on eBay for this. I just really just broke down and just started searching, digging in, finding like all the stuff that most people charge you out the ass for. I just went deep, just dug in, like really I just did a bunch of research and just started getting parts and just start putting it together, like real shit. Like, bro, I get emotional even thinking about the stuff I go through doing this shit, bro. For real, like it take a toll on you when you look back. Like the Instagram post said, shit, I built this. It's sentimental to me now, you know. Like when I first got it, it was junk to a lot of people, but now it's a whole different ball game with it. Everybody asks, man, what you want for that Malibu? 100 grand. They look at it, oh, you crazy? 100 grand, like, man, dude, it's sentimental to me now, for real, like real shit. You know, like, I mean, it may look regular to them, but it's something deeper to me now.
Right. So you put a price on it. If you want this motherfucker, you gotta come get it.
They'll never get it. I ain't no price for it. I'm just bullshitting. If somebody give me 100 grand, they can have it.
Oh, fucking right.
In the stages, 100 grand, they can have it.
Right.
I'll bet 10 more of these mugs with 100 grand. But
you put that number there because you know it ain't for sale.
Just to push them away. Really just to push them away. But the car ain't for sale. It'll never be for sale. I'll pass it down to one of my daughters or my sons before I even put a price on it. I like to see one of them driving. Right. But yeah, it's crazy. It got numbers on this.
Y'all want to do me too?
Oh, you got something to say for the camera?
I'm probably gonna come back and get
oh yeah.
Texting me now. I gotta go. She gonna be hot.
That's the cook right there.
Well,
we got to go for 67, 64. I gotta go take a shower.
You need that thing?
I'll come get it tomorrow.
All right. I can meet you or something with it.
See what I was telling about that transmission job? They go ahead,
This
you right.
This right here is a I told him do a standalone harness.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm going with, that standalone horn.
Man, a lot of times the cats go buy them high dollar ass they go buy them high dollar what's the name harnesses, and it don't make a difference.
Yeah.
It don't make.
What size transmission? That's a 4L8? 60? It's built?
It's a little built, little light stuff working in the so I can make it. Watch something.
That stand clip?
Yeah. He done made his own video. At first, I go to the anime. He done made his own video. Like,
Let me stole the show.
You gotta go to school.
Yeah, cause if I don't,
Can't go nowhere.
I'm being a dog house.
All the words.
it's date night for me, man.
Me too.
Hey, save the key thing with an LS swap is saving money.
You got.
That's the key thing. Everybody asks what it costs to do an LS swap. My labor start up at $4 grand. If I can help you save money, that's what I'm gonna do. I mean, a lot of them parts stores, they'll say you them parts until you know it's gonna work. But I done went down that road before. I done been, like serious, I done been through that, swapping parts, trying this, trying that.
Yeah.
Not all the parts that they tell you they work, they don't always work. But I mean, like me I'm wiring this truck up. I like to break everything apart and make sure everything nice and neat. And then when I come back together with it, all the wiring is just hidden. I just don't like no sloppy swap. Like this by far, when I show you pictures of this truck again, you're gonna be like, man, this ain't the same truck I seen. Like I did the odometer dash and all that in this truck also.
Oh,
So
man.
I always try to remind myself with a list of what needs to be done on a daily basis. That way I don't, forget or really it's more just a reminder, because working on multiple vehicles, like some shops, one person, you could clearly see it.
I'm gonna tell you a story about my motor. I bought my motor as a short block.
Right.
Built board, it was boarded sleeve. Man, we put the motor together, and my partner kept asking me, he like, man, I didn't see no reluctant wheel in that motherfucker.
Right.
I said, man, I seen it, but I watched so much LS shit, I think I seen it. Man, we tore that bitch back down with no reluctant wheel. Nigga wasn't gonna never get that bitch started ever. Never run. So that was the problem I had, like, for it. But now my shit all the way together.
Yeah, I mean, I ran across a bunch of different little knickknacks and problems and stuff. Like you know, like you run across different people with different ideas and a lot of different things. So what I did was I made a little stupid video about it. I built a little junkyard engine crank stand, so if somebody else comes in with their own personal motor,
Would that start a LS too?
it's for LS or it's
LS on it.
any
Yeah.
Vortec or TBI or anything. I can basically stick your engine on here, transmission on here, and make sure it works before I put it in their vehicles or whatever. So this is like one of my little projects I got going on.
Oh man, shit, this well neat. I might need to bring my shit off the stand and see what it's working with.
This in the near future, I'm looking to get into like the dyno and the tuning part. So basically, I can take this stand and remake it or modify it and make it to see, tune calls or tune the motor before it actually go into the vehicle or whatever, So I mean, it's like me. I'm an ideal type of person.
So
I dream hard.
How far you is with this? Is it ready to go? Or?
Actually, I did start this engine, but the fuel cell I had a hole in it, so I ordered a new fuel cell just last night. I got here and I ordered a what they call it, external fuel pump and fuel pressure regulator. I built all this last night, and this is gonna go on that stand also to run like this is a high volume fuel pump and fuel pressure regulator off a C5 Corvette. And then what I did was I said I was gonna keep my Harley fuel pump. That way I can run like the little small blocks and stuff on it, or big blocks or whatever. Anything with low fuel pressure with this here fuel pump. on that stand, but it's like I said, it's built to actually
Test the motor out.
test any motor, basically any Chevrolet motor or Oldsmobile motor. That's what that stand.
And you'll better tell the transmission and everything good.
Transmission and all that actually good. Actually, the guy across the street. It's funny though, cause we just always running. He was one of my bigger motivators when it came down to the shop. He built transmission. He came over. He was like, man, yeah, that's a smart idea. He was like, dude, where you come up with that? I was like, man, you know, putting motors in a car and they tell you it run, but it actually don't run. Then I put the motor in. You know, if I put it on that stand, test it out before I actually put it in there, I can solve a problem before I actually go into a deeper depth. You know, right. Actually with doing any motor actually. So that's where the idea came from with building that stand. The guy was like, man, look, I could bring it over here, test the transmission before I actually put him in a truck. So I mean, hey, it works for him, it worked for me. You know, that's the key thing is actually helping one another when it comes down to this type of stuff or whatever, you know. But some people say it's crazy, but me, I think it's a smart idea to be able to test the engine before you put it in the vehicle or whatever. So that's what my idea is on that too. Just kind of like keep back off of double working yourself. I don't like double working, you know, like that's just me. Right. That's what that stand is actually set up for.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, see this right here? Got dust on it. That's a 1,000 horsepower motor right there. It's 1,000 horsepower big block, 496 stroker. Number dust.
Yeah, you really fell in love with that LS, huh?
15 grand worth of motor right there. $3,400 worth of transmission. Ain't never seen a vehicle yet. I try to do raffles with the motor, try to do raffles with the transmission and all that. They all think, oh man, that's too much money. I'm just building my truck. I'm building that mug. It's just, I mean, I'm more the person of working on everybody else's and making sure they straight.
Oh, you always get the bad in the stick when you do the work.
now I gotta get mine going, and then you know we're gonna go from there. Then, but I mean, it run, drive. I mean, it do what it do.